with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown, touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Back, green 80. Hey, brown 80. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's how we do.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rivers, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Smith caught here by Bell. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got Jack Doyle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Flare. Greystone, travel.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Vikings 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time to Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Le'Veon Bell. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, Mike 51.
From the gun, here's Smith. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded just inside the 20. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's bring it. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, Delta! He screwed your corkers.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Rivers. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but, hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Patrick, 6-6, pull it high.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Run 80.
Rivers from the gun on third down. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the gun, Rivers. Caught by Sanu. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Mohamed Sanu. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing Rivers. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Operating from the gun, Smith. And that will be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Running right, this is Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
190. Rip left, rip left. 12. Hey, Delta. 3 down. Go. 3 down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, 390. Watch the run, left. Chopper. Done.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Slam.
Q.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Smooth.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Back to throw, Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. They go screen. This is Ingram. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. This one complete to Ingram. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith now, operating from the gun. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Zoo.
Tackles.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He's got his man. It's Curse. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jermaine Curse, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Run 80.
Rivers. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 38, Smith. A screen to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Break. 50. Hey, Mike 7. I'm coming after you. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Ready?
From the 50, it's Smith. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kiki QT. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Kill.
Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. That's caught by Howard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing on 2nd down, Rivers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Shift.
General West.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Load it. Load it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Sanu. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Hey, go Orange. Orange.
SOS.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll try again with Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's the way.
him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Mike. All right. Black 15. Get off the field. Hey, Delta. White. Nice hot. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 3.
Now Rivers. Complete to Jones. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Rivers on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Round 80. 50. Come off the ball.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force